Okay. Bob Phillips, born in 1945, high school, Navy, various jobs, never owned a new car. That's okay. We have 4 out-of-print chapbooks and a lot of unpublished poems. Working on a new book of poems. That should be available anytime. Welcome to the stage, Toledo legend, Bob Phillips.
I'm going to read 3 poems. Two of them are a little longish. Anyway, first one's called Shades of Blue. Blue is a blue heron, homeless cat blue. Blue is a car that won't start. Blue is a dead battery. Blue and mysterious is a broken time machine. Blue is a dab of grape jam on a plate next to 1 scrambled egg, no toast. Blue is no coffee. Blue is an evening sky before it turns black, filled with the ghosts of birds. Blue is the night, dotted with stars, like spots between before your eyes. Blue is an old prom dress in a thrift store. Blue is the anxiety of a customer, quickly snatching it up. Blue is Christmas decorations, yellowed by time and tobacco smoke. Blue is tears on a pillow. Blue is your favorite broken glass. When you throw away a pair of shoes, save your shoelaces. They make good cat toys, and they've been known to be used to hang themselves in prison. Blue. Blue is the exhaust fumes of the prison bus that delivered you there. Blue is the next day's sky that may or may not be blue, and may or may not arrive like love, which is the bluest blue, except for death, as if the dead were sucked up into the eternal loneliness, into eternal blue. Blue is the spots you see as you rub your eyes too hard, but you keep doing it because it reminds you of art. Like Tweety birds when someone gets conked on the head in an old cartoon. Blue is a TV test pattern in 1953, which was in black and white, but blue just the same. Blue is your boy blanket. Blue is your mother's eyes that weren't blue. Blue is music, which is basically colorless, or is it? Blue is a plastic bowl of broken crayons. Blue is the pictures you draw in color with them. Blue is azure, aquamarine, turquoise, the blue of blue-green blue. Blue is a backyard swimming pool in 1967. Blue is Speedboat Barbie in an old photograph. Faces of young girls reflected in water, in sky, in blue. Blue is promises you couldn't keep. Blue is the sky squeezed with rain. Blue is your face as you renew your driver's license at the age of 78. Blue is the eye test. Blue is the money flying out of your wallet like wings of migrating birds. Blue is the holes of footsteps in winter snow. heaven or a hell. But say there is a heaven and you get to go to heaven. I'm sure they have like a weekly open reading on heaven. That's how I see it might work out. I can see it now if I get to heaven. You go to the heaven open poetry reading. You're a little late, and you go to sign up, and there's readers already on the list. Crap, I'm going to have to follow Yates. At least I won't have to follow Homer. That fucker always reads too long. Last week it was the Odyssey, and he went on forever. Finally, Bukowski took off his halo and threw it at him like Oddjob in From Russia with Love. Bukowski got thrown out of the reading for the third time in a row. But at least Homer finally shut up and sat down. And the last one here is, this isn't in my voice. This is in the voice of if the earth had a voice. If the universe had a voice. You couldn't speak. You might say something like this. But it's called the whole, H-O-L-E. I was a hole once. I loved it. A fish would swim through, perhaps a bluegill passing from one lake to the next. I was a hole once. Each morning the sun shined through, or perhaps they were clouds. It was crazy, you could never tell. Hey, at night there were stars. I remember, you could never take them away. I was a hole once, and I was happy. All manners of things passed through, whether you liked it or not. It didn't matter. I was a hole once, and it was lovely. Children would appear at the edges, their fingers at the rim, as if peering from a boat into the magic of water. And I would be water, and they could see forever. I was a hole once, and it was lovely, and it was sad. Strange things would happen there. A freshly waxed car full of teenagers would tumble end over end and smack an autumn tree at 3 a.m. Their blood on the highway like cranberry sauce. The eyes of small roadside animals curious. I was a hole once. A river flowed through. Rock and scrabble were barfed along the edges. In spring it would flood. It was terrible and it was true, like a snake swallowing something impossible. Tornadoes would appear, throwing fish into the sky. I wouldn't kid you. I was a hole once, and it was fearful. But I loved to shiver, loved to feel the nerves twitch in the blood-red meat of things, loved the strange taste and touch of a new lover. All those earthly things. It was scary. I was a hole once. Oh, the unkindness. When you reprimand your children, what will they reap? Ouch, what tender feet. As they passed through, I kissed each toe. I was a hole once. All the garbage passed through. Soup cans, plastic diapers, tin pie plates, cardboard breakfast, government documents, broken treaties, Dear John letters, things you could not even see. The list was endless. People felt unnatural when they walked in a forest. I was a hole once. Religions passed through. Politicians, thieves, butchers. It was constipating. Their words were like nails that choked my heart. In wars, I cannot forget the wars. The air would cry. Poles would reverse. The ground would stink in the name of some god. It all passed through, as if dragging its tail. I was a hole once, and it meant everything. I was a hole once, and it broke my heart. Now it is my turn to pass through. I was a hole once.